Hello everyone, it's Agent here. We're back at more Coffee Talk Tokyo. I feel like we're getting close to the end. On the off chance we don't get the perfect ending, we'll be going back at the end to do all the right drinks, which I'm sure I'll have to do. Yeah, that last episode got a little heavy. See if there's anything new on our socials. Oh, it's Romy. Beautiful bento. Alright, let's get into it. Huh? I know that voice. Sounds like someone I've grown quite familiar with lately. Man, my brain's fried already. Feels like I'm buried in homework. Well, no need to fret over it too much. What feels overwhelming today will be the very thing that makes you stronger tomorrow. Yeah, easy for you to say. Welcome, Kenji-san, Makoto-san. Hey, Agent. Good evening, Agent-san. Yeah, did I see? Oh, Ken, straight to the chase, Agent. Ah, yes. The Aloha shirt. Well, it didn't quite suit me. What do you think of this one? My wife actually picked it out for me. Suits you well. It was much more like you, Kenji-san. Very unk of you. I'm glad to hear that. Bit boring, but definitely suits your vibe, man. What is that supposed to be? So the Aloha atrocity is over and done with now? Don't call it an atrocity. What else then? Tropical tragedy? You're impossible. So, you two are out for a night together? Well, not exactly. We just wrapped up our first session. Session? Yeah. Before we get into that, how about we order, Sensei? I'm super thirsty. Right, I've been talking non-stop myself. Go ahead and order first if you've already decided. Don't mind if I do. What would it be, Makoto-san? Well, that last mint shock, it totally blew me away. But I know you can do even better than that, Agent. Come on, show me the ultimate special. In that case, pick any 3 ingredients. I'll whip up something special. 3, huh? That's a tough call. Well, the coffee here's a given. That's in town. And ice cream's a must. For the last one, I'm thinking fruit. Maybe lychee, maybe mango. Yeah, let's go with lychee. All decided? Yep. I can already taste it, man. Make me something wild with coffee, lychee, and ice cream. It'd be hot or cold? The Makoto Parfait. You got little sprinkles. Now presenting The Makoto Parfait. Whoa, that looks insane. Can't wait to try it out. Dang, at least she's so jiggly. Hey, it actually works for coffee. Ichi coffee is as rare as you think. So I used that as the base. Then give it a parfait twist with the ice cream. Total win, Agent. That makes my day. And for you, Kenshi-san? Could I have a cold yuzu tea, please? Unsweetened, but not too tart. Unsweetened just means no honey, but... Does whipped cream count as sweetening it? I mean, ice cream almost definitely counts as sugar, right? If I did a mango, then they'll be not too sweet or sour. Let's just see if this makes anything. And not sure. I guess just having a minimum yuzu. Here are an iced yuzu tea. Thank you so much. Ah, so refreshing. The yuzu really soothes the weary throat. They say it helps ward off all sorts of ailments. Right. Back in my day on the winter solstice, we would even take a bath with yuzu floating in it. It was said to keep colds away through the season. Old wisdom passed down through the ages. Precisely. So what was this session about? Well, put simply, it's kind of like mentoring. Mentoring? Yeah. Remember that talk Kenji gave me? About trust? That's the one. I gotta admit, it really stuck with me. Guess I still got a lot to learn. Work stuff, light stuff. Time to level up this Nofuraba. So, Kenji-san is your mentor now? Yep, and I'm super committed. 45 years as a salaryman? Not even the Master Sword could cut him down. But I take that as a compliment. Of course, it's a huge one. Well, when he first approached me with the idea, I thought he was joking. Makoto, actually asking for guidance? Yeah, I know how that sounds. But he seemed serious. Because I was serious. And I do have time on my hands these days. So I agreed. Today was the very first session. That's right. And how was it, Makoto-san? You know what? It was eye-opening. I picked up a lot. Like, a system I use to color code my girlfriend's calendars? I can come up with systems like that for work stuff, too. But in the end, the main thing is, work isn't something you can do solo. Exactly. And the bigger the job, the more teamwork required. Right, teamwork. My approach to teamwork was basically, I'd take on the key task and dump the rest on others. But that's not true teamwork. You're right, it isn't. One must trust others and share the burden. It's the same with baseball, isn't it? Even an ace pitcher can't win the game alone. Right, the team still has to score. So if you ever set out to start a business, you'll need a team you can truly count on. Yeah, guess you're right. Sounds like it was a great session. So will you keep at it, Kenshi-san? Perhaps it could become your second career. Well, today was my first time trying this mentoring thing, and I must say, it was rewarding. Guiding young people and shaping their careers. That does feel like meaningful work. But honestly, I've probably already done my share of work. Yeah, no kidding. You basically unlocked every achievement in the Salaryman game. You make it sound like I've just been playing around. Anyway, I was going to say that. For the time being, I'd rather spend my time with family and friends. In the end, you might be replaceable at work. But you aren't replaceable to your family. Precisely. And health doesn't last forever either. So I won't make mentoring a full-time job. Just teaching Makoto now and then is more than enough. Actually, I've already made plans. Oh? I'll be staying at my son's place for a while. Really? That means... Yes. Kenshi-san's advice did the trick. I asked my son if we could garden together again. He said he'd be glad to have my help. That's wonderful to hear. It is. Being able to spend time with my son. Our hands in the soil, watching things grow. I get to experience many sources of joy all at once. And I owe it to Hendry-san. I'd like to thank him properly someday. Oh, and one more thing. I'll also be helping with the baby. You, Kenshi-san? Yes, I can hardly believe it myself. It was my son's idea, actually. He suggested gifting my wife and his wife a hot spring tea, so they can get some well-deserved rest. For his wife, as thanks for bringing their child into the world, and for my wife, as thanks for all her years as a devoted mother. That's a wonderful idea. Yes. When I told my wife, she was overjoyed. She even hugged me for the first time in decades. Now that's proof of a good plan. It really caught me off guard. Wait. So that means you and your son are taking care of the baby? Just the two of you? Yes. Well, my son says there's nothing to worry about. But I can't help being a little uneasy myself. He's motivated, but he doesn't have much knowledge yet. And I'm ashamed to say I didn't do much of it back then. So I asked my older sister to come over. She's a mother of 3, you see. She'll show us the fundamentals, and then we can take over. That's a reassuring ally. Exactly. She's worth 100 hands. Let me get this straight. You, Kenji, the epitome of a salaryman, epitome, changing diapers? I'll do it if necessary. I've already started studying, watching videos. Oh, I gotta see that. Pure gold. You could swing by if you're free. Wait, seriously? When? Perhaps next week. You know what? I just might. The more the merrier, as they say. Sounds like it's gonna be fun. Oh, and while we're at it, will you join us as well, Eitan-san? Oh, me? I'm not sure. I do have a shop to run. And it feels a bit too soon to leave everything to Vin. I know, I was only joking. I just wanted to see your reaction. You do enjoy teasing, Kenji-san. I'll bring my grandson here instead, someday. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, hey. Sorry to switch gears, but I got something to show you. What is it? I finalized a couple of emotes for my expert classes. Check this out. First up, this one. Oh, hard eyes. And then this one. And wait, what's going on? Whoa! I know you're glitching out, dude. Ah, there we go. Fixed. Still needs some tweaking. You know, these emotes may look simple. Getting expressions right is a real nightmare. I can only imagine. Still, the project's moving forward, I assume? Yep, one step at a time. Wish I could crank out a bunch more emotes all at once. Man, juggling this with a full-time job is really rough. If I could, I'd quit my job right away. Just to focus on this project. I mean, the sooner it's done, the more people can actually help, right? But like Kenji said, I'm seriously lacking business know-how. If I rush into a startup like this, I'd just be setting myself up to fail. So for now, I'll stick with my job, learn what I can, and keep grinding away on the expert classes. Well, the technical stuff aside, if you have any questions about work, I would be glad to help. Family comes first, of course. But don't hesitate to reach out anytime. That means a lot, old man. Can't wait for our next session. Plus, I got another reason to stick with the job. Might be time to put my plan into action. What plan? You know, moving out of the flat share. And moving in with Natsuki. Ah, your girlfriend? Yep. Still feel really bad for Blue, though. If I move out, things will probably get tougher for her. So I gotta talk it through with her first. But we gotta find a better option for both our sakes. Well, life does have its turning points. Yeah, I guess this is one of them. Blue's a good friend, she really is. And a solid fighting game partner, too. But living together, under the same roof, that's a whole different story. It does sound like the situation has run its course with Goto-san. I imagine Blue-san feels the same way. Yeah, I hope you're right. Good evening, Ash-san. Yo, Ash-san. Good to see you, Ash-san. Good to see you again, guys. Yeah, for real. You left early last time, didn't you? That's right. My wife called me home. Can't say no to that. So don't keep us waiting. What's the surprise all about? Surprise? You know, your daughter's secret mission? Huh. Well, long story short. was preparing a birthday dinner for me. Omurice, to be precise. Oh, that's so sweet. No wonder she was keeping it under wraps. Yeah, now her secretive behavior makes sense. You've raised her well, son. It shows now how much she thinks of you. Thank you. Though she'd probably say you're giving me too much credit. And how was it? Huh? I mean, the omurice. Was it tasty? It was surprisingly good. I've always struggled with omurice myself. So I was really amazed she pulled it off. Oh, that's awesome! She might even be a better cook than you, Ash-san. Yeah. Maybe you're right. She's really loving it these days. And you know, between us, I love that it gives us something to do together. She's got the science stuff with Emmy, so sometimes I'm not proud of that, but I felt a little jealous that they had more in common. But now you can see a bit of both of you in her. Exactly right. I'm pretty excited to see what else she gets passionate about. Anyway, mind if I order now? I'm a bit thirsty. Of course. What would you like? Let me think. I'll have a cafe latte tonight. Cafe latte. Is it 1 or 2 milks? How about I do a little stencil this time? Do a stencil on top of the milk. Yeah, that'll do. Here you go. Thanks. It's as good as ever. Believe it or not, this was the very first drink I ordered here. Oh? And right there and then, this place became my favorite spot in Japan. Your work never disappoints, Agent. That's wonderful to hear. So, you out alone at this hour? Huh? I mean, unless you're picking up Erika-chan. You usually come in earlier. And leave soon after to deal with household things. Ah, you're right. But all the household tasks have been taken care of tonight. Or at least, I assume they have. That's very mysterious. Well, to put it simply, Erika kicked me out. What? 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 Calm down, guys. It's not as dramatic as it sounds. Oh? Where should I even start? Basically, this morning when I woke up, Erika and my wife ganged up on me, banned me from doing any chores, then shoved me out the door and said, "Go have fun, Daddy." Wow. Sounds like a forced vacation. Exactly. So yeah, I got evicted by my own family. That's a bit of an extreme approach. Though I assume it's out of love. Or maybe out of sheer exasperation. At first, I thought it was just a little joke. You know, a gesture to make a point. But then I found the door locked from the inside. And neither of them would pick up their phones. That's when I knew they were dead serious. Well, your daughter means business. Not gonna lie, even I couldn't handle that. Yes, that side of her comes straight from my wife. Anyway, at that point I thought, okay guys, point taken. Might as well enjoy this rare day off. Quick mentality shift. I'm pretty adaptable for Pixie. So yeah, I decided to switch into vacation and take a little trip out to Takao. Takao is lovely, a truly beautiful place. Yeah, it was so lush with nature. Hard to believe it's still Tokyo. So I thought I'd just take it easy and do some sightseeing. Only to find out the cable car had a 1-hour wait. Bummer. Guess I drove on season Pitfall. I had no idea it'd be that crowded. I mean, in the middle of the mountains? Unbelievable. So I skipped the climb, headed back into the city, and ended up at Kappabashi, browsing some kitchen tools. Not bad for an impromptu day off. Yeah, I'd say so. It was a nice change of pace. And gave me some time to think about the future, too. Future? Yeah, as a stay-at-home dad. Hey, wait, Aston. Are you talking about, like, retirement or something? You mean, you're considering giving up being a house husband? Not completely, of course. It's just, it turns out, raising a kid doesn't last forever, right? That makes sense. In fact, Erica's been acting so grown up lately. Helping out around the house a lot. Which is good, of course. Great even. As a parent, I couldn't be prouder. But it also makes me wonder, if Erica keeps growing up like this, what's going to be left for me to do? I might not even be needed at home anymore. Like today's worst day off. That's not gonna happen, Nash-san. Erica-chan will always need her dad. Just in different ways. Yeah, maybe you're right. Still, when I think about the years ahead, I want to make sure I have a sense of purpose, you know? But today, thinking about all that, I think I had an idea. Well, before the holidays, Erica mentioned, her school was looking for a part-time English teacher. At the time, I just shrugged it off. I mean, it's not like I was looking for a job. Didn't even give it a second thought. But now that I think about it, I guess things have changed a little. So you're planning? Oh, it's only an idea, really. Just a thought that crossed my mind. But come to think of it, I did like the idea of teaching English back in university. So perhaps, if things line up just right, you know. Hey, Ash-san. You wanna know what I think? What? That's an awesome idea. You should totally go for it. You think so? Well, if it's just part-time, you could probably fit it around your housework. And with all those years of running the household, you practically mastered handling kids. Yeah, let's not forget. Your English is perfect, obviously. Lucky for me, yes. I'd like to take some pressure off Emmy, to be honest. I know she loves her work. The company grinds her gears. Would be nice to give her some options. It's starting to sound like a pretty good idea. It is a good idea. I do agree, Asa. And it's a sneaky way to keep an eye on Erica while you're working. Shh, don't go telling her that. Well then, I should at least ask tomorrow if the position's still open. I bet it is. My instincts are never wrong about stuff like this. Next time we meet, I'll have to call you Ash Sensei. Well, here's hope. Ash Sensei, huh? Thanks for the nudge. That really lifted my spirits. By the way, Genji, you said Jin's meeting up with you, right? Yes. It's almost time. There's a little something I'd like to try. Speaking of which... Welcome, Jin-san. Good evening, Nathan. Hi, Kenshi-san. I hope I did not keep you waiting. Not at all. Hey, Makoto. Heya! And Asu-san, right? I don't believe I properly introduced myself the other day. Pleased to meet you. My name is Jun. Likewise, I'm Ash. Hi. It seems you've already met the whole group. I suppose I have. It's curious how our paths cross at times. Indeed, it is. Anyway, Jun-san. Sorry for calling you here on such short notice. Make nothing of it. I was just in the mood to get some fresh air anyway. So, what was it you wanted to see me about? Ah, yes. Well, Agent-san, I have a small request for you. Oh? For Jun-san's drink tonight, I'd like you to use this. Is that water? Yes, just water. Kenshi-san. Yes. To be honest, it'd be against policy. Of course. I understand your concern. If anything happened to a customer, you'd have a serious incident on your hands. Don't I make the policy? It's my shop. But rest assured, there's nothing risky about it. It's safe, fresh spring water. Collected from the very source of your river, Jun-san. My river? You went all the way to the source? Yes, I did. Yesterday. With a couple of guidebooks and my own intuition of rivers. It wasn't too hard to find. I would really like to help you. I remember you once said that you thought about trying the source water, but in the end you never did. It's true. When I had just lost my power, I tried everything I could. But eventually, I grew tired of failing. I could no longer hold on to hope. I understand. That must have been a harsh fate. But, how about now? I mean, things aren't like back then, are they? It is difficult. I have lived in the dark for many years, and long accepted that this is my reality. I no longer expect or wish for my sight to return. Oh, about your power? I do not know. I understand if you don't want to do this. Feel free to say no. But you went all the way to the source for me. Please don't agree on my behalf. For me, it was just a nice hike. I even found a fern to plant in my son's garden, in the shade of the plum tree. Besides, there's no guarantee it will work in the first place. So you don't have to feel bad, whatever you decide. I will do it. Oh. I mean, it doesn't have to be today. You could take a few days to ponder. No. Let's do it now. I wish to do it now. I think I would regret not trying to find out what would happen. All these years, I never ceased missing my river. Of course, I imagine our dear owner here must be quite uneasy about all this. But in the end, it's only water, isn't it? For us water dragons, that's no more dangerous than air. And above all, I trust you, Kenshi-san. So let's proceed with the order. If you say so, Jun-san. I'll just make sure Vin never hears about this. I'm rooting for you, Jun-san. So what shall I make for you? Well, if you were to use fresh spring water, I would have a kirite. Sri Lankan milk tea? Yes. And could you add some lychee as well? Lychee? I never heard of that combination. I'm sure you have not. I just thought of it now. Very well, I'll give it a try. Much appreciated. And now I have a kirite with some lychee, please. Okay, some milk tea. Lychee. Here you are, lychee kirite. Thanks. What a wonderful aroma. It carries the scent of a pure spring. It certainly is good water, Kenshi-san. I'm glad you like it. Well then, please, have a taste. Yes, certainly. Here goes nothing. How flavorful. Just as I thought, the sweet and tart notes of lychee complemented beautifully. I'm glad to hear that. And? How is it? I mean, the source water. Right. Do you feel anything? A sudden surge of energy, maybe? Or a lightness in your body? And so you can fly again? Not particularly. Something feels strange. Thanks. Looks like a thunderstorm's rolling in. Just hope the lights hold. Oh, ow. A blackout. Whoa, can't see a damn thing. Would it be? Everyone, please remain seated. Now where did I put the flashlight? Whoa! Huh? What's that? How odd. Oh! It worked! Worked? What are you talking about, old man? Whoa, what the? Dude? Your face. My face? Is something amiss? Wait. I know this feeling. Somehow familiar. Jun-san. Yes? You are a dragon? What? Dragon? You're a dragon, Jun-san. What? No, it cannot be. But this power, it's unmistakable. Then, am I really? Ooh. What? I was so strong my OBS froze. Hang on, gang. What? Another transformation? No, it's only another blackout. Ah, a blackout. Oh. Are you unaware? Whoa, well, Jin. Junsa, you still can't see? No, indeed. I'm afraid I am as blind as ever. Oh. That's... What a shame. I thought that with the source water, it might restore your dragon power. And perhaps even your sight as well. The rain stopped. And the transformation was gone. Oh. When you regained your dragon form, I truly thought it had worked. Forgive me. I'm so sorry. Please, Kenshi-san. You owe me no apology. As I said earlier, I never expected my sight to return in the first place. So I'm not disappointed in the slightest. If anything, I feel at ease. At ease? Yes. To speak plainly, Kenshi-san, I considered trying to source water many times. Not just once. Oh. But the more time passed, the harder it became to make up my mind. As I gradually accepted that I would live in darkness, I was still afraid. Afraid it wouldn't work? No, afraid it would work. A curious confession, I know. But I have now found my way. I have learned to use my other senses. I have spent my whole singing career blind. And it did not hold me back. If anything, in the dark, my music comes more clearly to me. In a word, being blind does not make me feel at all lesser. I had no idea. I am sorry, Jin-san. I pushed you to try the water, without considering how you might feel. How thoughtless of me. No, it's alright, Kenshi-san. I know you only meant well. But then, why today? Why didn't you just turn me down? Yeah, Jin. The experiment could have worked, man. True. It was not merely or mainly about my eyesight or even my power. It was about my river. A river? Everywhere I went these past years, I have tried to carry my river with me. But as time passes, memories fade. Memories of water running over stone, of droplets shimmering in the sun, of the river flowing over my scales, tasting it now on my tongue. It means more to me than I can say. It's hard to explain, but maybe you can call it fate. Fate? Yes. I feel as though meeting you, Kenshi-san, inevitably led me here to this exact moment, so I could face my river at last, whatever the outcome might be. Or maybe, Jin-san, it's that you're no longer afraid of change. As you have said, in a way, the person you are now exists because of those changes. You're right. So that's what all this means. At times, you feel as though you can see right through me, Agent. In fact, what you just said helped things fall into place for me. It did? Yes. You see, when I turned into a dragon just now, that feeling, so strong, so familiar, and yet felt strangely off, like clothes that no longer fit. But that strangeness vanished the moment I returned to my human form. Now I understand that unease. I just think this is right for me. Huh? Right for you? Yes. Right to be as I am now. By turning back into a dragon, even briefly, I finally realized that I am no longer one. I thought the relief I felt was fear of change. But now I see what it truly meant. I simply like my life as it is now. I can remember my river, yes. I no longer feel the need to indenture. I start over. I no longer need to feel indentured to it. Even as my eyes remain clouded, I feel I can see myself more clearly than ever. Oh. You know, ever since my failure on stage. That was not a failure, Jun-san. You're simply exhausted. Perhaps. Yet to me, it was still a failure. Since that day, I have been unable to move forward. A few paths lie before me, yet none feels like the right one. And when I try to choose, my heart just falters. Jin-san. But now, I feel like I can finally choose. In the end, unless you make a choice, you'll never see what lies beyond it. Just like today's experiment, Kenji-san. Damn right, Jun. No one knows what the future holds anyway. Sometimes things just go the way you want. And sometimes life throws you a total curveball. Sure, you might get burned here and there. But hey, if it happens, it happens. Sometimes even failure ends up being a key piece in the puzzle we call life. At least that's how I'm living my life. Look at me. I'm always messing things up. I drank soy sauce instead of coffee. Brushed my teeth with a wasabi face. Had to go to the dentist, which was a nightmare. Seeing how most of them don't even see enough for teeth. And I've been fired from 30 part-time jobs. But see, I'm still standing. Messing up doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It just makes the journey a bit bumpier. It is a curious thing. Huh? What feels so hard to me sounds so simple when spoken by you, Makoto. But perhaps that is what I need. To take just a single step forward, regardless of it being messy. Yeah, even a half step still counts. Indeed. Your words strike deep to me. Hey, what? For real? Yes. That was a remarkably brave thing to say. Oh hey, stop it. You're seriously making me blush here. Oh. Hold up, man. What is it? Yeah, that's it. That's what I've been missing all along. A blushing emote. That's gonna be my next one. Thanks, Jun. You just sparked a major breakthrough for me. Seriously, you're my savior. You're welcome. When I get home, I'm gonna start coding right away. Guess I'm pulling an all-nighter tonight. Nobody can beat you, Makoto. You make all the worry in the world feel pointless. Huh? What? Did you say something? I'm just agreeing that you're remarkable. You too, Kenji? Man, now you're starting to freak me out. Anyway. Thank you for your cooperation, Chun-san. And forgive me for troubling you. Not at all. I was glad to help. And Jun-san. Though the result wasn't what I was hoping for, thank you for trusting me. Think nothing of it. It was still worthwhile for me. Especially in light of how we first met. You've got a point there. Life does take curious turns, doesn't it? I'm glad to see how far you two have come. So you're our agent. That means we're a profit for the shop, right? Oh, is that true, Agent-san? Do you really see us as nothing more than customers who drop money here? That would be quite disappointing. Wait, no, of course not. You're far more than just customers to me. No need to get so flustered. I'm only teasing. Yeah. Well, as long as it made everyone smile, that's more than enough for me. That's the attitude I expect from you, Agent-san. A professional through and through. Well then, if there's nothing else, I suppose I'll be heading home. Oh really, Jin? Got a little time? How about a few swings? Now? Well, I suppose a little exercise would not hurt. Then let's go. Alright guys, we're off to the batting cages. Have fun, you two. On second thought, perhaps I should join you this time. Wait, for real? Would that be alright? Are you kidding? That'd be super cool. It's been years since I last held a bat, so I can't promise I'll be hitting any home runs. No worries, we got you covered. Just don't let the ball hit you in the head, old man. It's great to have your company, Kenshi-san. Sounds like quite the outing. Have fun, you three. Oh, we will. Hey, what about you, Hassan? Wanna come too? Tempting. But I've got something on my mind. That English teaching thing? That's right. Fair enough. The next time, yeah? Yeah, definitely. Alright then, let's roll. Later, you two. Good night, Agent-san. Ash-san. The agent. Good night, everyone. Well, that's a sight. It is. Quite the unexpected trio. Maybe I should have tagged along. My daughter did tell me to have fun after all. Having fun doesn't always mean going out. For some, it just means a little quiet, quality time. Can't argue with that. You really notice what people need to hear, Agent. This is why I keep coming back. We're always glad to have you, Asan. Thanks. Alright then. Don't mind if I have a little fun right here, quiet as it may be. Feel free to stay as long as you like. That's the end of another night. Living alone together, Tokyo share houses thrive as young workers seek connection. Should we just put an autosave at the end of every chapter?
Baby, 'cause